Okay. Yeah, I made it. I think it works now. Can you hear it? Oh, good. It took a minute to get on, but yeah. Okay. Yeah, I was doing some studying on the Sagittarius full moon and looking at the stuff that we were all going through. Linda, hey, hello. Yeah, I'm doing good. I had a beautiful day. It was a gorgeous day here. I live in Seattle. And so I just went shopping and just like took it easy. My favorite thing to do is just go out for coffee all on my own and I don't know, take a book with me or go do some shopping. Just kind of walk around, look at stuff. I work on my building my little creative business. Yeah, just doing the simple shopping, going out and getting a new nail polish color, or I went to Sally's Beauty Supply to look for a specific hair color, but they didn't really have it, so I didn't get it. Just going out for coffee and doing the simple things. I got the new book by Don Miguel Ruiz. It is new. It's his latest. He wrote the 4 Agreements. I got that. So that was, I'm excited to sit down and read that. I think I'm going to learn a lot from it and use that. I'm going to incorporate some of what I learned from it into my podcast. And I just love to get really creative. It was fun to go to the dollar store too. They had a lot of really cool stuff. So I got some candles. They had these really cute candles that said things like karma and Zen, breathe. This one's a eucalyptus and mint candle. They were so adorable. I found another feather. Spirit told me I was going to find one, and I did. I was waiting for this rapid line. It's kind of like a train/bus. And as I was walking to it, I found it lying there. It was funny. I made this. This is what I have found in the past month. A few more in the living room. My guy found some. He has a Sagittarius moon, and earlier in the month when I did Sagittarius's reading, I told him they were going to find feathers, that Spirit was going to lie feathers on their path to show them that they were with them. They were being protected, and he's found 4. I couldn't believe it. But I've been finding them too. Black ones, this beautiful black one. And these are from the sage, from the California sage, and yeah. Little namaste. It was a candle. Yeah, gosh. I know what you mean. The past week was really hard. Emotionally, it was draining. It was mostly because of the stuff my guy is going through. And I had to be there all through it and stay patient and stay as compassionate as possible, which I am. But I had to find more patience than ever because he's very, very hard person to deal with. I think I'm the only person that could really handle him. Yeah, the angels are sending me feathers like crazy. Yeah, a lot of people weren't having such a good time under this last couple days of the moon in Scorpio. I did. Maybe it's because that's where my moon is. But they were quiet days. They were relaxing days. They didn't have as much emotional drama as the previous days were. This whole week it was bad. Emotionally, it was really hard. It was really bad. But I'm so used to that. And my whole life has been nothing but just one tragedy after another, one painful thing after another, bad news, uh, drama. If I wasn't me, I probably would have been like my mom by now. She lost her sanity, really. She had a stroke. She was never the same after she had my last little brother. It just broke her, and what the all too much. And that's why having a spiritual life is important. You could lose your mind in this crazy world, I swear to God. And some people, you want to kill them, especially if you're in a relationship. What's going on? Believe me, I've lived for probably 10 people. Just that alone, I have 1,000, 100,000 gems I could offer of my own personal experience. I've read more than my share of personal development books, spiritual books. My whole life has been one long spiritual journey, but the last 2 years have been probably the hardest. It was even more challenging than when I lost my daughter, if that was at all possible. And it's because of what happened with me and him. Yeah, thank you. Yeah, Spirit sent this work to me as a gift, and boy, it has been a gift. If I didn't have this, if I didn't meet my spiritual coach and get involved with that program and start trying to build this um, coaching business, I don't know what would have happened. I really don't. Now I feel really good because at least I'm able to use what I've learned in a positive way that means something. Plus, build an avenue for myself that will let me take care of myself financially, so I don't have to rely on anybody else anymore and be in a vulnerable position where you're fucked. Sorry, where you're stuck, and if you're in a bad situation, yeah, it's so bad. One of these days when it's not so raw, I'll be able to share the story because it's so personal and it was so traumatizing and so scary. And thank you. I can see why. I was the oldest of 8 kids with a bipolar mom that dragged us all over the country. I helped raise all those boys, including my sister's daughter too. They all lived with us. My husband and I took care of everybody, all our siblings, for 20-something years. This is the first time we've lived alone. And then right when I thought our life was going to start, I found out some things he was going through, and that just really... It's the kind of thing that makes you question your whole life, anything and everything you've ever believed in. It's just, yeah. So I really feel for people. And, it's always been, I only started learning about narcissism and the empathic dynamic in the last 3 years. I didn't know that's what I was. I didn't know that's what you called it. I just knew that it was crazy that I had all these narcissists everywhere. And they were just wrecking my life. It was like a movie. I felt like every time something went wrong, it was just, how could something like that happen to one person continuously every day for years? It just sounds notorious, like nobody would believe it. So I feel for people when they're going through pain, when they're going through any kind of emotional pain, because I get it. More ways than one. Every kind of pain. Every kind. Backstabbing. Heartbreak. Being manipulated. Being cheated on. Death of a loved one. Mental illness. Losing loved ones to mental illness. And alcohol and drugs. Just... Even my stomach was hurting so bad for so many years. I started using his painkillers, and I never used anything. And I did that for a few years. And I had to get off them and go to CBT so that I could go back and start doing things naturally. Because that was just worsening, If you're empathic, you get tired very easily. You have chronic fatigue. And it's easy to be depressed because you pick up so much around you. So I get it. If you're going through hard times, and especially right now. Do you have children? You look young, but that doesn't mean anything. I was a young mom. I had my baby when I was 18. You're 26. Okay, yeah. 26 is a good year. Especially when you get to 27. Something about 27 is a turning point. It really is. It's it feels like it should be something that happens when you turn 30, but for some reason at the year 27, it's like you go on your next soul growth development. You feel, well, I felt better than ever at that age. And that's when I got even deeper into my spiritual development. And I did a lot of reading that year. We can only have children. Oh, right. Yeah. Which is better. It should be like that. I've always wanted to go to India. I named my dog, her name is India. Some of my best friends from India. My first closest friend, her name was Manjula. But when we were young, she wanted everybody to call her Allison, and that was her adopted name. She's beautiful. And my friend Sri, she's from Bali. Her daughter's name is India. She has a lot of family from India. Lots of friends from Ethiopia, um, parts of Mumbai, Bali. For some reason, I feel very close to those lands in the Mediterranean. Egypt. Oh, you do? I love India. My husband is in love with Aishwarya Rai. Yeah, he loves the movie Bride and Prejudice. But we watch Bollywood films a lot. One of our favorites is Krish. You do? It would be amazing to deepen the metaphysical knowledge in India. Goddess '01, hello. Welcome. We're just getting started here. I wanted to discuss the Sagittarius full moon. I wanted to see what everybody was up to and possibly pull a few cards for each individual who happened to be in the room. I came on a little late, but that's okay. It's Saturday night. We'll see what happens. I'm a baby channel, so I'm growing. Be sure you hit the like for the video so then others can see it in the feed, and subscribe it. And I come on live. I'm going to be on throughout the summertime. I'm going to come on each day. Anytime after 7:30 in the evening. And I'll probably come in on some earlier days, in the afternoons, Thank you. Oh, I see it. Thank you. Thank you. We are good. We're talking about how life can be so hard. And you really have to have a tough core, strong inner strength, and faith in yourself, faith in a higher power. Otherwise, you don't make it. You can't make it in this world without a deep spiritual power. Otherwise, you're going to lose your mind. Our minds aren't built for this life that is in front of us. It's all an illusion. It's all an illusion. And if you don't know yourself, if you aren't strong in your faith for yourself, that faith comes from spirit. If you don't have that, you can be blown away, like a candle in the wind. And some more tender, easier, more influenced people, sometimes they take their own lives. Right now, a lot of people are committing suicides at a high rate. Depression is way, way up. Drug use is gone up. Love is cooled off. People have gotten jaded. That worries me. I don't want to see that. I would like to inspire people, motivate them to, if they would love themselves, it'll be easier for them to love their life and love other people around them. But I can understand how it can be hard, because just sitting at the bus today, I couldn't believe this father had 2 boys, and the boys were like maybe 7 years old or 8, and they were carrying around a speaker, and they were carrying around music. It was talking about bitches and hoes and murder. I couldn't believe it. And the kid was a little boy. He was talking about gangs. He was listening to this rap music. It was the weirdest thing I'd ever seen. Not the weirdest, but I couldn't believe what I was witnessing, that the father would let that young, he was just a baby. He was 7 or 8 years old. Yeah, we do. Yeah, there, and you know what? And the people who run the show in high places, these are diabolical narcissists. This is something that has been in plan for a long time. You know, they keep their own families in power, and generation after generation. The next generation carries out the plans. Who was it? J. Edgar Hoover said, "Nothing happens in government that wasn't already planned." So nothing is an accident. That's why right now they're so upset their president didn't win. And we have this wild man in the office in the United States. You know, they want all of us at each other's throats fighting. They want, brother against brother, sister against mother, mother against father, when we're supposed to be like a family, But the easiest and best way to destroy a family is from within. So if you destroy people from within, they'll never come back from it. They won't revive. If you bring an enemy from the outside, everybody gets stronger. They come together. So everything you're saying it's an illusion. And it's causing the everyday people, everyday lives to fall apart. People having to work harder. The prices of everything's going higher. People are getting their education, but yet they have to spend so much money for education that they never get to use. There's no jobs for it. You go to school for four years, spend $30,000 a year, and then you come out and you go to a grocery store to work. So any encouragement or a little bit of inspiration, or it's like spiritual food. Anything we get to help us stay stronger as we go about our lives every day is important. Thank you, Goddess One. You liked and sub. Thank you so much. I could put my address inside here if you want to go and subscribe at the newsletter. Then when I go on, I tell everybody that I'm coming on to do the free mini readings. I didn't do it tonight because I was just going to talk about the Sagittarius full moon, but I'll answer a couple questions for people in here. I'll grab a few cards each for you guys. If too many people come in, I can't do it for all of them. Then my energy starts to go away fast. I can start right now. Put your go ahead and put your question in. I'm gonna Shirsha was first, and then Linda, and then you. Yeah, go ahead, put your question. You're number 3. Shirsha's number 1. Linda is number 2, if Linda is still here. And type this in. And let's see. .me/ okay. Yeah, see it. That's how they get you. That's how they get you. Okay. And Shirsha, what was your question? Because Shirsha was 1. Here, I'll put you guys 1. Shirsha. 2. Linda. 3. Goddess. Or 1. Did she? Going once, going twice. If they left, oh, maybe they might have got everybody. Sometimes we get kicked out on accident. But okay, yeah, I'll read for you. You want to know about career? Sure. I'm gonna I'll grab for this first. So for the next month, let's see. Spirit. Let me light my sage. Come on. Okay. All right, Spirit, can you please join us as I do these readings? I want to answer a question for Goddess 01 regarding her career. Okay. What can you tell us? Goddess 01 regarding her career and work. What direction does she need to be looking in? What direction does Goddess 01 need to be looking in? In some ways, you're a teacher, huh? What did you take? What was your degree? To know is to grow. You're knowledgeable and intelligent. You're also unconventional, artistic. Communications, intelligent, self-aware, all excellent for business. You need to be a leader. They see you as a sage. To know is to grow. Gracious, intuitive, inspired, devoted, expansive, self-reflective, philosophical, emotionally intelligent. If I were you, I would update your resume and make it suitable for something along the lines of a leadership position. It's kind of funny that I got thrown up two cards, two Jupiter cards, ruled by Jupiter. One is, they're both teacher oriented, the sage and the teacher, which in other words is a leadership position, management, communications, being charitable, emotionally intelligent, being able to lead a group towards a common goal. Your environment plays a role in things not. Yes, it does. Yes, it does. 100%. The people that are in it and the environment in of itself, is it attached to things that are negative? Do you attach it to things that seem negative? Like, has it been tainted in some way? Tainted by bad memories, or a lot of stress, or a lot of bad energy was carrying on, or a lot of bad people with bad energy were in and out, whether that's a home or a work setting. Yeah, that's a surefire way to hold yourself down. Yeah, and even with me, I told my husband, well, I haven't married him officially yet in 24 years. And I almost did until 2 years ago. Some things happened with us. After we lost our daughter, we'd already raised a family, and all these things happened to us. This is our first time living alone, but then some things happened between us. And I thought this is going to be a fresh new start. But after all the things that happened here, it started to taint the way I viewed this home. So I had to go about making big sweeping changes, changing up the way it looked, changing the whole energy of the place 100%, in order for me to feel like I could move forward, because it wasn't going to do it like it was. And I had to get rid of a lot of old things. I had to start, and I still have a lot more things to get rid of clutter, things you don't need, things that remind you of the past, that was a past that held you back, held you down, that made you feel weighted down. Even getting a new wardrobe, a whole new wardrobe, a fresh new haircut to represent yourself now. It gives you a whole new attitude, a fresh new attitude. Update the resume to explain how you view life, how you view things, and your skills as of now, not from an old perspective. Because you're going to be going, if you do, you're going to keep going from the way you did things even 6 months ago. So just sweep all of that out and then start from a brand new, fresh place. Yes, yes. Oh, really? Marketing communications. And that's why there was all this creativity and teaching and communications, leadership. To know is to grow is what it says. You're virtuous. You're growth oriented. You're also trustable, knowledgeable, inspired, and self-aware. Those are great qualities to write down on a resume, first of all. Especially if you're going for a position in marketing. And what you might have to do, if you really love it, if you're really into it, because I've had a business coach for the past year, and it's in the spiritual and creative field, but we still have to do all the technical work. Do some work. You might have to do a few projects on the side. Look at them as passion projects, but um, do it so that you utilize and showcase your business and marketing skills. Um, that way, you might have to do it for free from the standpoint of look at it as an internship or um, as a volunteer, or building up, just simply to build up your portfolio so that you're seen, you're out there, your work and capabilities are shown. Just your life story, the things you've been through, your soft skills alone set you apart from the basic skills. Because mostly anybody can learn the basic skill set, but not everybody has that in those internal things that go along with it, like the raw drive, the the raw creative abilities. Yes, because volunteering is the same as working, or it's the same as, or better than actually getting going to school, because it's real, hands-on, and looked at as work. You can put that on a resume, as well as any internship. If you find an internship with a company, maybe a smaller company in your area, and if you can't find one, um, offer your creative services. Build your creative services. Build a profile on places like Fiverr, doing small marketing projects for entrepreneurs that need it, for like I don't want to say small time money, but you want to do something, and they tell us this all the time, that when you're trying to build a name for yourself, build a portfolio, you'll have to take jobs that aren't going to pay you as much until you build your portfolio, you build a name, you build a sense of trust, you build something that people can look at that says, hey, this is what I've done, this is who I've done it for, and so forth. And because we have the internet these days, there is so much opportunity for that. There are so many aspiring entrepreneurs right now who they are really great at motivating and talking and doing all of that work, but they're not very good with the marketing. And so they go on a search for people who help them market. You might do really well in picking up a few contracts as a social media marketer. Maybe take on 1 to 4 projects that month, and you could actually get paid really well if you took on 1 or 2 projects in the beginning, just to get the experience. Of course, you want to have a nice profile, a nice simple website. Um, You want to describe yourself in the best light. You want to have a couple of really great pictures of yourself up there, dressed really nice, looking really good, showcasing your talents, and advertise yourself on places like Fiverr and there's other spots um, where there's quite a few people who are building businesses online that would kill for your services. Unless you're trying to be your own voice. You're trying to be the face of your own business and start your own thing, not necessarily market for others. But it wouldn't hurt to have that on your resume, on your profile either. Fiverr, here, I'll write it here. It's a place, it's a really great place where most people first start to showcase all their talents in the business world. That's marketing, writing, communications, you name it. Graphic artists. Yeah. People who know how to build up presentations. So I'll put it here. People who are great script writers. And so people like me who are learning the business world and want somebody, let's say I'm really good at building communities, but I'm not good at building my own website. I would go there to find somebody who knows how to build websites, or I might go there and look for somebody who is an excellent social media marketer that can market the hell out of me and knows how to put me in my best light. Things like that. It's a great place where people start out. This way they have a place where they can not only make some money, have some money coming in, but also make a name for themselves. Some people just stick with it and never leave. But other people move on. They have the skills, so they want to build courses and become coaches and move onward. And marketing, to be a marketer, it is very, very profitable online. Very. You can, stick to one area if even. You can specialize in marketing for people on Instagram. There's a lot of people who just don't know their way around Instagram and would kill. They pay, it depends on the company or the person you're working for. You can find local people in your area, your local companies, restaurants, you name it, local businesses who don't know a thing about marketing and could really use uh, somebody local that they feel that they could trust. And you can sign easy a $2,500 contract with one business, and another business that's making good bank, sign a $10,000 contract with them. And, you know, market their business month after month after month, depending on their needs. You know, I guess it depends on how you want to project yourself. No, your turn is coming up. I was just going to pull two cards for Goddess 01. We were talking about her future prospects, but I know a lot about entrepreneurship. I've been studying it for about a year and a half, and I'm in a program right now. I have been with a spiritual empowerment coach. She's a business coach, and I've been through her program. And slowly, I'm a one-woman show, so slowly I'm doing all the stuff. I've been having to do it all by myself, but eventually I'm gonna need a virtual assistant, and to help me, post things for me and answer calls for me, do my emails, because I won't be able to do it all by myself. Yeah, you'll be amazed at how much work there is for you online. Just advertise your services working out at home. You have the education. Shoot, if you know enough, you could build your own course showing others basic marketing 101. Package the sucker and have it passive income coming in month after month after month after month. You just have to know how to market it. And because you got the skills, you shouldn't have a problem marketing your own course. Or you can find places like Udemy, which hosts your course for you. Um, they won't let you charge what you want. They'll give you a set price. You'll have to like choose between like on up to $250 a month for coaching or whatever, or that's what you would get paid for your courses and no more. But you still make a killing on Udemy. There's a lot of ways you can take your skills and really you can use them to make money in all kinds of creative ways. It's really cool. And this is for the first time in history we're able to do it like this, you know. And you can incorporate, see, you have a unique style, you have a unique life story, and a unique blend. And it's the people that are going to be attracted to you, solely you, for your personality is why they're going to want your marketing ability. You might be direct, you might want to direct yourself at a particular group. Maybe you're interested in marketing for spiritual entrepreneurs, for women in spiritual businesses, women that read tarot, maybe women who are coaches, healers, women who, do visionary work, who inspire others. Oh no, you have 7%. Okay. I'll read for a couple. I'll grab a couple cards. What was your question though? Yeah, it does take a little time. Just start out with a basic website with a profile, and you can create your own logo for free with any app, or you can pay for it real cheap on Fiverr. People, that's what that they'll do is simple $5 logos, and that's what they do all day long. Make money off that. If you have basic skills in website building, you can also offer people your advice. If you have good advice, marketing advice, charge them $10 a call, $10 a question. Let's see. Is Goddess Owen going to find something in the near future? Whether her prospects are finding something in future, Spirit. What was your question, Shirsha? Okay. Okay. Clearly, they pulled up the void of course moon. We're in the void of course moon in front of the next couple of hours, right? But if you want this to work, Goddess of One, they said get out there because communication is key. Start marketing yourself, start promoting yourself, create flyers, renew your resume, build a portfolio, build a nice website, professionalize your social media accounts. Start calling yourself a marketer. as we are separated. I want to ask what Ali's current feelings and intentions as we are separated. Okay. Spirit. Yeah, Fiverr is a really good app for business purposes. For entrepreneurs who are just starting out and can't afford all kinds of like thousands of dollars, they go on there looking for various services, and people bank. Some people never leave it. It's a great way to get your name out there and start somewhere. You got to get your name somewhere, but make sure all your social media is professional looking and have it a theme all throughout. Keep it the same. Have some nice pictures of yourself up. Choose a theme, colors, and stick with them. Like, 2, 3 colors and stick with them with 1 or 2 fonts. That's about it. This question is for Shirsha. Tell me about Shirsha, Spirit. What are Ali's intentions as they are separated? Can you tell me about Shirsha and Ali? Shirsha and Ali. Trapped in fear. Who's trapped in fear? Shirsha, or is Ali or Shirsha? Okay. So here you guys are. Harmony is needed. Either you or him are trapped in a lot of fear about it. You're hoping because you want a beautiful foundation, Yeah, you guys are not in a good place, because this was upside down when it fell. This is the 2. Trapped in fear about the foundation of this relationship, right? Who's trapped in fear? Of course, goddess. You bet. And I've got plenty more where that came from, too. What he wants. What does Ali want? What does Ali want? I don't. What does Ali want? What does he want? That light. This is like the star card. He wants a good relationship with you. Good foundation. But it's not good right now, right? There's a lot of fear. A lot of overthinking, a lot of confusion. There isn't much harmony right now. There's a lot of passion, or it's going to be ignited for this relationship. Well, according to this is like the star card, okay? And this is the star card in the Rider-Waite deck. That's positive. This relationship is like his star, right? Passion. It's at the bottom of the deck. Right now, disharmony, trapped in fear. Let's see. This is what you guys want, and I believe this is what's on the way. I don't believe you should worry too much if this is the case. Is this what she wants, or is that going to happen? Can you clarify the Three of Cups? Because it says rejoice and celebration. It doesn't look like he's manipulative. Yeah. Triumph. They're all positive for the future. Right now, it's not good. Look, this is upside down harmony. You guys are separated, not together. There's a lot of fear around the relationship. And your foundation, you know, in the future, he has positive feelings about you. Okay. He has a lot of passion for you. And it shows the celebration card for the future. So as of right now, the energies are pointing to yes. And we always have free will. But right now, even though you guys are not good right this second, but soon it looks good. I mean, look at everyone is a positive. Is he good for you though? Is he good for you? You know, I hope he's just not leaving you guessing. You know, you need to have strength. Keep your strength. It's okay. You got a couple of 8s here. You're probably going to see the number 88, 44 a lot, which means a lot of changes, and changes to foundations, building foundations. Yeah, I can see, because you want right here. Marriage. You want to build a foundation together with him. Thoughts are going to be relieved, because it's, look, triumphant success. Kimchi. You see all that cheer shot? That's all the positive, positive, positive. Right now, no, it's not. You guys aren't together. You're separated, not in harmony. And you're having too much fear, too much worry. Rejoice. Have strength. This is the strength card. Okay? The passion, it's there. He feels the same. See? These are his feelings. This is what you want. And this is the end result. Triumphant success. You're good. Don't worry. According to this right now, at least through the summer, you guys should be okay. If I've got this right. So, it's, you're good. All positive there. I hope that helped you sleep tonight. Make you feel better. What are you doing, Kimchi? What's on your mind? Are you thinking about love too? Oh, really? Really trying to be... Oh, what are you doing? Are you learning to read the... You mean like meditation, or you do a special practice, spiritual practice? Like doing soul work? Or you mean like reading tarot? I did readings on people, and so far I've been, ooh, good. Keep studying. You'll do good. Especially if you learn astrology, you can mix them together. And energy, like color therapy, music therapy, all of those elements, you'll do good. Yes. When you feel the goosebumps, that's a spirit. It's it's almost like this feeling like your hair standing on your head. Yeah. And the more you do it, the more easier it is to access your intuition. The more you can recognize what is the difference between what is like your noisy mind that always is going, and the intuition voice. That's really cool. Which decks, which decks did you end up getting? Nabrisha Archie, hello. Blessings in the final. Oh, I know, me too. It's slow process trying to build a business online. It's not easy. Working as a coach, trying to build, you have to build a name for yourself and stick around for a long time and stick to it and stick to it and stick to it and stick to it. Show off your skills. And you really have to give a lot of yourself up for free, pretty much, for a long time before you can see results, unless you create a product that you put out on the market right away. Even then, you still have to market the hell out of yourself. Yeah, that's so good. It's exciting, huh? Yes, Nabrisha, you can ask a question. I believe Kimchi may have a question. She was here just before you. And then go ahead and post your question. Make sure you subscribe and hit the like button first, though. I ask that you do that. Something we do for energy exchange. And then I'm going to put my address here. Then you can subscribe to my email list. And then you'll know when I come on live and do the free readings for the next time. So you don't have to hear this ad or any others again. Free for 30 days and just $9.99 a month after. Cancel anytime. Restrictions apply. Yeah. What was your question, Kimchi? Yeah, I'll definitely grab a couple cards for you. I'll answer your guys' 2 questions and then go straight into the full moon Sagittarius discussion. Anything good coming into my life? Any messages? Of course. It's meant a lot to me to be able to have the opportunity to even have my coach. Thank God I had the money at the time. And not only did I get the best possible coach for me, but she was the greatest price too. Her program was $1,500. And that was because I didn't go on the trip. It was too soon and I didn't have my passport yet. You're Sagittarius? Oh, well, yeah, we're going to talk about the full moon in Sagittarius as soon as I answer your guys' questions. But yeah, if I didn't have her, she was 1,500, and what an amazing year. I got to learn a lot about myself, a lot about the creative business online. And then I realized, oh my God, I can put all of my skills together. I could be the teacher I always wanted to be. I could talk about the subjects I always wanted to talk about. But the tarot, I didn't even think about that. Spirit hounded me for that one. So adding that to this whole thing and being able to build a channel and meet all the beautiful people I've met, it saved me more ways than one, let me tell you. It really has. There's been some really, I thought I already went through some dark moments in my life, but not like I have in the last year or two. And even last week was terrible. But I'm handling it differently. I'm stronger, a whole hell of a lot stronger. And I thought I already was. I thought I went through enough in life to, no. Now I just feel clear-minded, a lot stronger. And I have a deeper spiritual life to turn to that keeps me grounded. So I don't get caught up in my emotions like I would have before. I would have gotten caught up in my emotions, depressed for maybe 4 days in bed, no energy, hermiting, blocked off from people, blinds closed, looking out the window. Somebody's knocking on the door. I'm not trying to answer the door. That's what I would have been doing. Thank you. My God, my life is like a movie. All the stuff I've been through. This is the first time that even resembles anything like a calm life or normal life. I just have to remember what matters and soak up in just the simple things, the simple joys, just, just being my inner child self, listening to fun music, doing this means a lot. Just coming on here and having conversations, talking about my favorite things, astrology, doing the tarot for people, getting better at it. It's exciting. Doing my podcasts, being creative. It gives you an outlet, an avenue to channel all those emotions in a positive way. Keeping journals, Yeah. And it's a lot of times it's the crazy, insane people around me. They're all just out of control. Even my old man, my husband, he's an Aries, a Sagittarius moon. He's super fiery, flies off the handle easy. I mean, he's got a big heart, but at the same time, he's just really hard to deal with. When he gets upset or he gets depressed, it's too much. It's overblown. And then I have to really be this strong pillar of support for him, patience. I'm always patient. If I fight fire with fire, I don't win. I have to come at him a different way, a smarter way. And he hates that I'm always right. I'm always right. But I can see 3 or 4 steps ahead. I can see what's coming. So type in your guys' questions. You want to know what was coming up generally. And then Nabrisha, what was your question? How does Warren? I hear that question a lot. How does this guy feel about me? I think I can guess. Because we're all going through very, very similar, how would I explain it? Frequencies or timelines, I guess. Something about that's in the woman and the man. There's this whole idea about the feminine and the masculine coming together right now, both within the individual, masculine and feminine coming together as an individual, but the masculine and the feminine as a couple, as two people coming together as one. The guys are having a lot more difficult time with it, but that's no surprise. It's interesting because the scripture kind of talks about this in the beginning, that because of what the people did to themselves, they cursed themselves out of the beauty that they once had. And it made men almost separate from his partner, his divine feminine, because of her choices and because he followed along. There was a cutoff, but something now, it's like a revelation, a revealing is happening for all of us slowly. And part of this process is the relationship between the man and the woman. And it's like the reemergence. They're coming back together in this marriage where they had once been separated, because it said that the feminine half would be calling out for her masculine, but he won't be able to get in touch with her in the way that she needed him to. And this is why we've seen so many problems with men and women throughout time, the last 7,000-8,000 years. They've been kind of divided. Only certain kinds of men would be strong enough to be able to find his way to his feminine. But right now, the men are all going through something very significant on a spiritual level. If he's the right one, you'll know. You'll be able to see it in him. He's going through a purging process, that's for sure. And they show their love differently. They show their love in the things that they do, by the way they work, by the way they provide, by the way they protect. If they're unable to provide, they become very, very depressed and can become extremely crushed and get very depressed. And then they get emotionally avoidant and far removed, withdrawn. They will withdraw and they won't connect. Okay, so I'm going to look into kimchi. I'm going to grab probably the goddess of the moon, and then one of the Avalon, and one from the energy oracle, and a couple from, where's my deck? I just had it from my oh, there we go, from this deck, the psychic tarot oracle. Make sure it's all, there we go. Yeah. And yeah, and sometimes, especially if the woman is emotionally intelligent and they haven't caught up, they can feel really intimidated and feel scared to share too much. They kind of run away. They'll show this egoic face, but won't show who they really are, especially if they sense that maybe the feminine isn't completely being real with him either, or if he senses that she's using her sexuality as a weapon against him in some way. Men are very sensitive, very sensitive. A woman can break a man very easily. Unfortunately. And the one woman who makes him feel like he's special, that he's everything, that's the woman he'll forever be faithful to. But he would initially have to get over any early childhood traumas, and that's a lot of soul work. That's a lot of dark night of the soul kind of stuff. The early childhood crap can turn him into a serial cheater. Fear of commitments, not believing in love, this whole idea that love isn't real, maybe based off what he saw at home, until it sinks in that the person he's with isn't going anywhere, that the love is long suffering. This is what it is. It's not easy. You have to be long. Love is long suffering, kind. You do have to go through the good and the bad, in sickness and through health. The good, the bad, and the ugly. You got to take it all. Norman Jean Baker. How cool. Hi. Yes, you're number 3. So you got Kimchi, Nabrisha, and yourself. I'm okay. I wanted to see who was on tonight and talk a little bit about the Sagittarius full moon that's coming up. Lala XO. I like that name. Hello. Make like and subscribe if you want your questions asked. Just a little nice thing for energy exchange, of course. I'm going to step away for 1 second. I need to grab something to drink, and I'm going to answer, pull a few cards for Kimchi, and then Nabrisha, and then Norman, and then Lala. Go ahead and put your questions in after you have subscribed. Definitely like the video so that YouTube will filter us through, and then we'll begin. I'll be right back. You little guy, you need to come here. me to want to know that. Hey, I was a little worried about my little lizard friend too. My son's lizard I'm taking care of. Okay. Okay, this is for kimchi. Ooh. A couple of them. You've been practicing on opening up your intuition, opening up that third eye. Been doing it, like you said, with your friends, hanging out with friends. It's helped in a lot of ways with taking away that feeling of discontent. You're going through transformation, a period of transformation. Work on opening your heart chakra, or you are. This is another 4. Building foundations. You're building something here. Don't fear it. Don't be caught up in your mind. If you want your intuition to open up for you, keep practicing, but don't allow the monkey mind to run wild, because it will close it. All of these popped out. That's funny. But you are going through a period of transformation. And that's funny that they saw you. These two came together. You said that you had been doing some spiritual work, and you did readings with your friends. Shows that here. And it has been good for you. And it helps you when you get those feelings of discontent and anxiousness. But yeah, going through transformation. Do you... Oh, that's another 4 card. 13 is a 4. You got 3 4s. The angels are with you. Angels are with you. And this card is an 8. That's 2 4s right there. But 4, 4, 4. And we can look at this as a 9. You're coming out of a cycle and into a new one. So transformation is definitely here for you, Kim. That's what they've got to say for you, Kimchi. And the angels are with you. 3 4s in this couple cards here. Just have an open heart and open mind. Don't allow yourself to get trapped in here. It's going to take an open heart, but you are going through transformation. Wow. Building foundations. 3 4s. That's the angels are with you. I want that deck. That's a good deck to get the yes and no questions. So I would say it's exciting time for you. And continue. They want you to continue, but have an open heart. And don't get trapped in all your thoughts. If you're the kind of person that likes to daydream, and I think you are, I get this feeling like you kind of lie in bed and I see you like thinking a lot, daydreaming. Who is next? Nabrisha. Oh, good. I'm glad. Ooh. Truth. Yeah. That just fell into the floor. With a positive movement forward. You got an 8, another 8. You're probably going to see 4s and 8s a lot. Hey, what's up? 3540 Tarot. Okay, and Nabrisha, you wanted to know about a guy named Warren? Okay, so let me see if I'm going to use these first. Okay, Spirit. For Nabrisha. Regarding Warren. Nabrisha, regarding Warren. What can you tell us about? Okay, spit went out already. Let me get some clarification on this. We got wisdom and deception. So, when it fell like this. So let me get some more clarification. May 8th, that's my dad's birthday. Oh, you already are. When you see it within yourself, when you look in the mirror and see that beautiful woman, he in turn will see what you already know to be true about yourself. Releasing emotional baggage. Nabrisha. got a lot of house cleaning to do. It's either you or him have a lot of emotional baggage that needs to be released. Now, they put out 2 animal cards. Okay. I think Warren for Nabrisha. Can you tell us about Warren? Can you clarify? Of course. Of course. Maybe one of these days you'll have your own channel when you feel comfortable enough. Slade Savage. Oh boy. I was going to end at Lala, but let's see. Nabrisha, Lala. I love you too. I'm excited. Everything's turning around for you too. See, was Norma Jean right before Lala, or was Lala before Norma Jean? I think Norma Jean came after. No, Norma Jean was first. So there's Nabrisha is 1. After Nabrisha will be Norma Jean, then Lala. And then after Lala, I'll read for Savage. Yeah, Norman Jean is next. Thank you. They wanted me to, they showed me a show hide button for that comment, Kimchi. YouTube is acting weird. Yes, please. Definitely, if you like your questions asked and answered, subscribe, hit the like button. Definitely. Okay. For Nabrisha. Warren. Can you tell us about Warren for Nabrisha, please? For Nabrisha. Warren and 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 Nabrisha. Nabrisha, are you Sagittarius? This is you. This is this woman is like she's like this Sagittarius in this deck. Archangel Metatron. That's interesting. They want you to use your intuition. That you haven't been using intuition in regard to this. Can you tell us about Norman and Nabrisha? Tell us about Norman and Nabrisha. Warren and Nabrisha, please. Spirit, tell us about Norman and Nabrisha. Interesting. Financial constraints. Oh, is this a past? Okay, here we go. Can you see it? Door to romance and door to personal healing and happiness. Using your intuition. Calling upon the Archangel Metatron. Ask for his guidance and help. Has he been having financial problems? Has it affected you guys in some way? Are you aware of it? Nabrisha? Wow. They're asking you to use your intuition with this. Right, but is he having problems still? Even with a job, you could still have too many bills, too much credit, family problems, mortgage. Credit issues. Too many financial responsibilities. Yeah. They want you use your intuition. They said this is what door to romance and door to personal healing and happiness. Okay. I think and you got 2 4s here, a 40 and then 13. That's amazing. I think a lot of people are getting this because they're having they're building new foundations, a lot of new starts in people's lives. You and he are both coming out of old cycles, that's for sure, into new cycles. Either you or him were kind of blocked, not really opening up. And I say this is you because they show the woman here. This is you. And they ask you to use your intuition about this relationship. If you listen to your intuition, it's going to be the key to the heart and the key to personal healing and happiness in regards to this relationship. Yeah. Maybe that's why it's saying it. I'll clarify with one more card. Maybe they're trying to ring an alarm because that first card, where is it? I think I put it back. It showed a deception. Spirit, what more can you tell us? What more can you tell us for Nabrisha regarding Warren? What more can you tell us about Warren? Please clarify. What more can you tell us about Warren? What more can you tell us about Warren? What more can you tell us about Warren? I don't know if you need to worry about too much, but it's showing why it's showing for you abundance and happiness and the key to the heart. But look, you see how she's holding a fox? He is a bit of a sly fox. She's holding on tight to that fox. Door to romance. Door to personal healing and happiness. It might be I think he just has financial, maybe he's frustrated about his job. Something at his job. If you guys don't share living expenses or share a home, then this is about him and what he's dealing with on his personal life, and that's all it is. But they said use your intuition. It looks fine as far as I can tell, although he is kind of a fox. What did he say? He's having problems at his job? Oh, yeah. There he is. Let's see. I'll get a final card from here. Will you clarify, please, about Warren and Shirsha? Or Nabrisha and Warren. Can you give us more clarification on Warren? Give us some more clarification on Warren. It just says what you need to know. Conclusions are within reach. Sometime around the full moon. Maybe this is why they have here the masculine, the lunar god. And it figures predominantly here too. It doesn't look like anything. It's not anything. I'm not feeling anything bad. I think he probably just keeps a lot from you. Uh, he doesn't tell you everything, and he's going through a lot financially. Whatever's happening with his work, but you're not going to be in the dark very long. Yeah, don't let pride. Communication's going to be key, and don't let your pride get in the way. Yeah, because it's all good cards. Um, you need to use your intuition, talk to him, but remember, he's going through something. There he is. He showed up in the reading.
Video is controversial and may be offensive to some audiences. Viewer discretion is advised.
If you spend time with him sometime during the full moon, this is the time for you guys to talk. But don't let your pride get in the way. If he says something that kind of ticks you off, don't try to be open, try to be understanding, try to feel the situation out without letting pride or ego get involved. Same with him. I don't know if he's a Leo or if you have Leo in your chart.
People who have paid me in the past for this information, I have put a view limit of 1 on this ad, so this is probably the last time you're going to be able to watch this video. If you think you have something else better to do than watch this video, then you either have a really fantastic career, which you love, which if you do, congratulations, or you've given up on life and accepted to be mediocre.
Don't, communication is key. Conclusions are within reach right at the full moon, sometime around the full moon. But you need to talk.
This is imaginary ambition. He worked at a local coffee shop serving coffee and struggled to make a living. Then he took his passion for music and created a YouTube channel where he makes.
We're in the moon in Scorpio right now. That's where my moon is. I'm a moon in rising Scorpio. So yeah. So that's why he's secretive, right? And Scorpios are going through a lot financially right now.
Is the icing artist. She used to work a 9-to-5 job repairing furniture, and she
or at least like at least the females are for sure are, but
her channel now has over 680 million views. Everyone
I bet you anything he's 100% devoted to you. I'm a I have Scorpio in my chart. My guy, he's Aries with the Sagittarius moon. I'm a Scorpio moon.
On their own time, simply by utilizing YouTube.
And we've been going through very tough situations. But and I had a weird feelings too, but it's just because of his financial situations, what he was going through, and other issues that had to do with his own self-love.
That's what the majority of people in the world don't understand. You can turn any passion, hobby, or interest into a profitable YouTube channel. There are tech nerds who review the latest iPhone when it comes out. There are kids who play with toys and just give their opinion on it. There
you're
are
good.
Who play their favorite video games and put
Use your intuition on this one.
People have made a career out of what they definitely love to
It's not like he's cheating or anything like that. It's,
videos on YouTube don't just go
I don't
viral
see
for
anything
fun.
like that.
There's a science to it as well. I have spent nearly a decade doing this and have probably made around 1,000 viral videos. Clearly, that's not because I got lucky.
Is Norman Jean still in here?
I'm not making this video to show off to you how cool I am. I have Instagram for that.
What was your question? Oh, you're welcome. You're welcome. If I'll get called for a job interview within 3 weeks. Okay. Oh, don't want all those. Okay. For Norman Jean. Okay. I'm going to use these. Okay, for Norman Jean. Spirit, what does work look like for Norman Jean for the... What is this interview? Look at this interview. It looks like there's going to be some movement. Look at this interview. They get this call back for the job. What does it look like? Norman Jean Baker. What does it look like for their job interview? Okay. Ooh. Okay. Let me read. Okay. Coming out of conflict and. Okay. You can see right here, first of all, that haven't had much work. And usually this card is like if you're holding on tight to money, or if money is tight, or if you just haven't had much money, right? Money problems, no work. You haven't been happy with any of the offers you've had or seen. Not at all. But there's going to be movement. You're next, Slade Savage. You're next. And then I'm going to end it at you because I've already been on 2 hours. I never really got to talking about the Sagittarius moon. Oh, Lala. Lala. I'm going to read for Lala. She was, I thought she left. So I got Lala and then you. Is there more that I should know? Let's see. Is there anything more? Emotional fulfillment. We've got the Four of Wands signifying the home. So this card is usually the wish card. So the prospects look very positive. Being able to, your home, foundations at the home looking good. This deck is this is the mini Rider-Waite. Oh, look, and at the bottom of the deck, new beginnings in finances. So you're good. Look, money. A message coming in. Yeah, I mean, from what I can tell, it looks like it. I mean, this is the wish card. Together, you know, yeah. New beginnings, finances. Yeah. That's like getting an offer, right?
This is happening. Our sales have plateaued.
Oh, you bet. No problem. I hope you get it. I really do. I need a little something too. So until I actually have a business that pays, because I'm still growing my stuff, but yeah, I need to find a little summer job. So I understand. But yeah, definitely subscribe, you guys. And when I get back, when I come on, I'm going to come on regularly this summer. And I enjoy reading. And generally I'll do it until I start to feel my energy go down, because then the messages just get too jumbled up and it's not clear, and then I'll end it. But like now I've been on 2 hours. After I read the next 2, then I'll get done and probably clear up and then meditate for a minute in the quiet and do a pre-recorded reading for one of the signs for the mid-month. And Lala just wanted to know what's next, major thing coming to my life next. Well, we're all definitely going through changes, because there's the Sagittarius full moon is showing that we're all going into new cycles. Some of us are scared. And are holding back and resisting. But a lot of us have been working on things for the past 6 months where we're trying to be new people. We're trying to have new lives. We're doing new things. We're testing new waters, new aspects of ourselves. A lot of us are adopting new ways of thinking, new ways of being, new ways of doing things spiritually, even. A lot of us are seeing the truth about the world in general around us, and it's changing us. We're growing emotionally mature in many ways. A lot of our hang-ups we're letting go of. A lot of the people that just don't belong, that don't fit in our lives, We're releasing what is good for us. I think we have a better grip on what self-love actually is and how important it is when you want to bring more love into your life. So, having said that, let's see. I'm going to here. Yeah, we're being tested a lot. It's like life is testing us, asking us, are you sure you want this life? This is what you said you wanted. This is what you were dreaming about. This is what you're wanting to be. You keep saying you want to be this new person. Do you really want to be this new person? Do you have the guts to have this new life? Do you really want this? And then testing us with things from our old life to see if we have the commitment, if we have the balls. A lot of us are moving. We're getting out of situations that just did not fit. For me, with messages, it's like, it's like you get a flash, a picture, or a word, or sometimes I'll hear a word, and it'll give you like an overall feeling. But it's like I'll get a flash of something, and I'll almost see like it's myself in it. Okay. Especially if people are right up in front of my face, I can feel their emotions. I know what they're thinking. Even when my back is turned, it scares my husband a lot. If I've had psychic dreams, Spirit warned me about some things he was trying to hide from me. I found out, and it's because of my dreams. All I got to do is just, I don't know. So we've got, I'm like, I feel my energy is leaving me right now. So let's see. What's coming next for la 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 la? So, Spirit, what is coming for Lala? Whoa. A bunch of them fell out. Intuition? They're telling, okay, first of all, they want you should start listening to your intuition more, because they're saying that you are trapped in your head all the time. You go over decisions, over them and over them. It's like sometimes it feels like a broken record. You get frustrated, and right when you think you know what you want, you rethink it again, and you feel like you can't come to a conclusion. It feels like a jail sometimes. Okay, so just like a lot of people, it's talking about foundations, building a firm foundation, probably in respect to your spiritual union, your spiritual life, unless you're in a relationship. You need to build a firm spiritual foundation. This is going to help. It's going to help build your intuition. This here is like receiving downloads, like intuitive hits. If you're able to do that and listen to your intuition, there'll be positive movement forward. You'll be able to change that aspect of yourself. It's always part of you, but you'll be able to slowly help reprogram the way you think, which is going to make choices in life a lot easier. But wow, a lot of 4s. You got 2 8s. A lot of us are getting that. Okay, 88, 44. Because there's something greater on the collective that's happening. Something very metaphysical, something very spiritual. It's happening to all of us. But they want you to build a solid spiritual foundation. Okay? Which is going to help you with your intuition. It's going to help you make your decisions in life and navigate through life a lot easier. You won't look like this. You'll be able to receive. This is like the tower when you get those intuitive downloads from spirit. Moving forward. This is like breaking free from the shackles of this. Start living your life from the perspective of that quiet voice inside and start adapting a spiritual practice is what they're saying to do. Because your life, you really held yourself back many a time by being locked in this. It keeps you stuck. It keeps you in a standstill. So the wheel is okay. Build a firm spiritual foundation so that you can move forward. Leave this version of yourself behind because there's not going to be any room for it in the near future for you. Start living from a more intuitive perspective. Not everything needs to be thought through to death. It's kind of the feeling that I'm getting here. They want you to break free from it, okay? I have a final card for you. The bottom of the deck, we see you moving on. So it looks successful. Take Spirit's advice. Move away from, see the darkness here? That's all the dark, old stuff, the old way of seeing things, old way of thinking, into a more abundant, a more spiritual and intuitive part of you. Start learning how to reprogram the way you initially go about things mentally. But yeah, at the bottom of the deck, it shows you moving on. And I'll grab one last card from here for Lola, or Lala XO. Lala XO. Can we give something for Lala to leave with? One final card for Lala, please. Spirit. Lala. Let go of the fear. They're really stressing this on you. Let go of the fear. You're protected. There's no reason to fear anything. The more you fear things, the more fearful situations and stressful situations are going to be attracted into your life. You won't be able to make decisions from a place of clarity. So leave the fear behind. Yeah. If you do that, if you can do that, you'll experience, which many of us are, a birth, like a rebirth. Becoming a new person, a new way of seeing life. Start a spiritual practice. Get more mindful. Even if it's as simple as doing regular writing in your journal, 10 minutes every day. Find guided meditation series online on YouTube for free. Start a blog. Talk about it. This way it's a mental dump. You get things out. And you'll find it easier to make decisions, and you won't feel so fearful. I know what it's like. I've always been like that. So I have all that Libra that is on my ascendant, on my Scorpio ascendant, and I feel Libra strongly. And with the Gemini air, it makes it really hard for me to make decisions. I was always overthinking things all the time. I'd beat it to death with thinking. Okay, and Slade Savage. Finally got you, and you, what was your question? It was, what, what was your question, Savage? Does my twin think about reaching out? Okay. All right. So this is a love question. Okay. Ooh. Been on a while. All right. Let's start with here. Goddess of the Moon deck. This is for Slade Savage regarding his twin flame's love. Does she think about reaching out? Do they think about reaching out? Did you subscribe to the channel, Slade? The only thing that was the only thing I asked. Just hit the like button and subscribe if you want your questions asked. And I don't believe I saw your name here. Okay. Okay. Yeah. All right. Yeah. There we go. Okay. Have you been working on your balance? Or you might need Nicolina Renek. Oh, hey, hi. Have you been working on your balance in some way? A mental balance, a spiritual balance, a physical balance, balance in relationships? They're saying you need it, or that's what you're working on currently. You're coming out of one cycle and into a new. Balancing out fears, heavy fears. I mean, this looks like depression and just tied up all over the place. And you have like, look, it's like if only you would look up, you'd see the light. Yeah, heavy, way out of balance. Be good for you to follow the moon cycles. This is a dark night of the soul. Look at that. This is a very vulnerable and tender person, just feeling like you feel saturated by it. Oh, thank you. Yeah, I'm almost done. I had this final question with Savage, and I've been on a really long time. Ooh. I would like to know. I'm going. Oh, that's right, Nicolina. I'll finish at Nicolina, and I'm done for the night. Because I'm starting to feel my energy loss. It's 2.5 hours in, and then the messages will get mixed up. And we won't get good readings after when that happens. It'll start to read messages that don't make sense, and or start reading for me, or start reading about what's happening right now. It won't read for the person. I got this card out. Yeah, after Nicolina, list is closed. It's 2:30 in the morning here, so I've got this card out for you. Despite what's going on with you, you're pretty powerful. But you can see all the, with how she's dressed. I get this sense that there is a lot of heavy, dark emotion, dark emotional energy, powerful emotional energy even. Be careful at the full moon, because this is a full moon card, that it doesn't increase these feelings. Watch your balance. Stay Try to stay as emotionally balanced as possible. Don't let anybody trigger you or anything. I'm got one more person. Yeah, and I can feel it. It's 2.5 hours in. And initially I started tonight to talk about the Sagittarius full moon. But that's all right. Slade Sag. I have the about her Slade Savage twin flame. Can you tell me about Slade Savage twin flame? And you know what I think, Slade Savage, they're seeing your twin as you. Your masculine and feminine need to come together in balance. The gibbous moon. If you're able to do that, oh, hold your vision. Oh, yes, please. Okay. Very close to achieving your goal. Interesting. The gibbous moon. Is there something you're trying to get started with this relationship? Something you're trying to achieve that you feel that you're close to getting? Saying, work through your fears. Your fears are what's hurting this. Wow. It's nothing but fear, dark. I mean, you got lots of darkness all over. Wow. Anything else? Anything? Is there anything else Slade Savage needs to know about this relationship? Is there anything else Slade Savage needs to know about this relationship? Adjustments are required. Doesn't tell us which or what. Let me see. Probably communication. Are you guys both going through dark? Is somebody going through an addiction? Are one of you going through an addiction? Mm-hmm. Yeah. I feel like they are. And then they're saying at the bottom of the deck, it's time. They say again, it's time for you to release negativity. Do you have Scorpio in your chart? Are you a Scorpio? It's time to release negativity, releasing fears and negativity. You're a Libra. I wonder if you must have it somewhere. Or maybe it's the person you're with. There's a scorpionic energy around you. Okay. And it keeps saying, work through your fears. Okay. It's time to release negativity. Yes, you do have adjustments. Your relationship with who you're with isn't the problem. Or not as much as you might think. But I didn't really. And you said when you're waiting on him, oh, no wonder. That's why I sense that this is talking more about your yin and yang, masculine and feminine from within. So I'm seeing Pisces and Scorpio energies. Scorpio and Pisces energies. Scorpio pretty predominantly. Right now, not the best time. Adjustments are going to be required, and you do need to work through that. It's like you've just come out, or you're still in a dark night of the soul. And what's most important is your spirituality and balancing yourself, your spiritual life, getting grounded, releasing negativity, balancing your spirituality with your practicality, which is like getting grounded, working through your fears, working on your self-love, developing a self-nurturing routine, taking care of yourself better. So you will attract the right individual that's going to treat you right. Otherwise, you're at this point right now, while you're in such a delicate space, you're only going to attract somebody that's going to come with a lot of issues. Somebody you don't want. The dark side of the person is what you're going to attract. Do you think? No, I don't. It says you're very close, and so I would give yourself at least this summertime, or through August, to work on yourself, work on your self-love, work on your soul work on your self-nurturing, getting yourself to a place where you feel strong inside. Because it's like you're very tender. It's like you're going through a purging process too, a transformation. And it's not at all the best time for a person to come in. They're going to take you away from you, first of all. And then you're not going to get the best person, the right individual. A lot of adjustments are required. but hold your vision. Hold your vision. Surrender to the divine. And I know that can sound, it says have faith in your dreams. Have faith in your dreams of meeting somebody, because you will. But you've got steps and stages to go through, and right now you're at a delicate stage in your life where your spirituality is going to be number one. Nurturing yourself, building your self-love, working on that inner child, finding something special in your life that makes you strong and developing a deeper inner strength before another person comes in and compiles their issues on top of you. Meditate and contemplate. Okay. And there again, Pisces energy. I know you're hungry for it. You still have to wait. Don't let this full moon get you carried away, though. I have this feeling you're going to have a lot of emotion. So purge it with a lot of writing. Do a salt bath. Okay. Do all the little things that take care of you. The things that make you feel beautiful, the things that make you feel luxurious, things that make you feel healthy. Get in that active role, in the active state of being the person you want to be. Get into the process of it. And for my final question for where is she? Are you still here? Nicolina. What was your question? You're my last one. Oh, God wanted another question. I'm sorry, goddess. Come get me next time. Hey, Crafty. What happened to Nicolina? Oh, you're welcome, Nabrisha. You're just waking up, Crafty? It's 3 a.m. over here in Seattle. So I'll be going to bed now. I was thinking I was going to do a reading. I was going to do a recording. But I don't know if I will. I think I'll go to bed and then just get up early so I'll be fresh. Did Nicolina leave? If she left, then yeah, I am. And I got all my nice oils. I got everything I need. I got my tea. I'm so tired now, though. These readings can really, dang, you can feel slowly. After about an hour, I start to feel it set in, and then slowly the energy starts to just gets sucked right out of me. And my back hurts because I'm sitting on this, just on my my little stool, this little tiny stool thingy that sits at my my vanity, and there's no back to it. It just, you know. Maybe next time I'll sit in my fluffy red chair. I've got my um, next time I should sit in that when I do my reading. Uh, oh, yeah, it's nice and fluffy. And it has a really ottoman that goes with it behind me, red. So I moved it over there to get some space, but it's nice and big and can kick back, you know. And on the other side is where, when I do my recordings, I do them from over there. See the setup? Right. Yeah, I've got a little table over there. But I got a nice spacious room. As you can see, I got a nice bedroom. I like my bedroom. This is my favorite bedroom I've ever had. Yeah, Chris, you know, those were left here. He did them both, the armoire and the other one. He sanded them down. He got new handles for them. He stained them, shined them up. He did all the work. He did all the craftsmanship on those, and on mine. Mine over there. Yeah. Oh, you are so welcome, Slade. You're very welcome. It's very important for you to right now, because where you're at, I was at that same place about a year ago. And my cards were always telling me the same thing. And I was in a really bad place in my relationship at that point too. And just inside, just a really dark night of the soul kind of thing. And I thought I was already done with that. I lost so much in my life. A couple of homes, one of them, a family home we lost to a fire with his brother in it. Lost my daughter, my son, and his misbehaving, and now he's in jail because of some things he did, and he doesn't like to listen, and that's just the piece of it. And I was just in a really sad place, and I had to really dig deep and go through like a real heavy dark night of the soul and really look at some things about myself and work on myself, work on my self-love, work on my nurturing myself, taking care of myself, doing the things I used to love, going back to some of the things I used to love, and doing that, incorporating every day. And now I'm in a much better place. Nowhere perfect, but in a much better place. Yeah, that's what I thought. But I was sick and tired of not being happy. And I wanted to. My natural thing is to be happy. I grew up with a mom with bipolar disorder, and I'm the oldest of 8 kids, and she dragged us all over the country. I was going to like 3 or 4 schools for the first 10 years of my life every year. My dad was a heavy user, so he was in and out, in and out. She was always kicking him out. And then it was never stable growing up. And I always had to help raise the kids. She took me, my education was ruined. I didn't really get to graduate or anything like that. And I really loved school. I had a lot of things I wanted to do with myself early on, but it didn't happen like that because of family. Family's obligations were always first, and the family are crazy. They don't listen. I've had people live off of me for 20 some odd years, in and out of my home like a revolving door. You know, the family drinking and drugging and just backstabbing and losing my daughter, taking care of all of our sick elders, my mother, his father, then his father dies. It was just really bad. Then losing a home and then being homeless, having to live in motel after motel after motel for 3 years because no one would accept my dog even. This is just until I found this place in October 2017. So I was living in an RV named Mrs. Cricket at our friend's. We parked it in his low income housing for seniors because there is no place in Seattle to park an RV. And I was working at the airport, and the house had burnt down, and we lost another house because of my son. And there was no motels. We'll take our cat and our dog, and we're trying to move. It was just really bad. Really bad. Then he was using addictions, and he's still going through the addictions, and his withdrawals are terrible, and it's just a lot. But I'm in a much, as for me personally, my mental strength, my mental attitude, everything is a whole lot better than I thought it was. But I really went through the process. I really worked on myself. I dug deeper spiritually than ever, got stronger within myself. I'm slowly working on my health to be healthier. Yeah, very draining childhood. Lots of narcissism around me. Wasn't easy at all. I thought I was never going to not be depressed. I hid it from work and people very well. Very well. But I wasn't weak-willed either. I would try and push up against depression regardless. I would still go to work, still go to school, still take care of the family, still take care of everything. Yeah, I'm 43 now. When I was 20, I thought I felt like I was 50. And I was an exotic dancer. It was the only way I could really afford to have everything I had to take care of my son. He was a baby. He was 2 years old at the time. But bad friends, people I took care of, people I let stay at my home and gave money to, they backstabbed me. They were bad friends. I didn't see it. You know, I had to deal with CPS for 4 years. They took my son away. And it was, these are things that we go through in life that, if I hadn't had those experiences, I wouldn't be as strong of an individual that I am now. And I wouldn't have those stories to share with others that, you know what, you can go through this, just a series, like a telenovela, a series of just horrific circumstances and not really having my parents on my side, or they couldn't even really be there for me emotionally anyway. I had to be there for them. So it's like I had to be my own parent, my own cheerleader. Everybody was looking to me to take care of them, to look after them, to push them, to give them a place to stay, to get them money, to, it's like, no, not anymore. And they are still wanting it. I'm not doing it anymore. This is my time. It's my life. Sorry if you can't get your shit together, but it's not my job to continually, forever and ever and ever, take care of all you people. Jesus. Yeah. And you're probably very empathic, you know? And so right away, it needs snip the cord and set firm boundaries on anybody that brings anything heavy in your life. Anything. Work on your soul, work on your heart. It's not easy stuff to do, but it's necessary stuff to do. And then when you do it, you begin to realize so much stuff. At least if you do it now, you won't be like me and have had to suffer 20 years of toxic family situations. Toxic, being the oldest of 8. I have all these brothers and sisters, and then my husband has a ton of brothers and sisters, but one main brother that was always around has never left, who's only just now kinda going away. Has brought tremendous problems. I mean, I can't even, it's a movie. It's like I live for 10 people. And I'm surprised I'm not all wrinkled up. And some friends, some girls I know from school are my age and look terrible. I'm surprised I still look the way I did when I was 28. If you put a picture of me next to my 28-year picture, it looks the same. Yes. It's like taking care of your inner child, right? Doing those things that you love to do, listening to your favorite music, eating your favorite foods, going to your favorite places. The little things count. Even, like today, when I went out today, I just had a few errands to run, but just taking the train into town, stopping and getting a nice iced coffee, going to Sally's Beauty Supply and picking up, a hair color. Just the simple act of getting out in the sun and doing that was enough. And I always carried my journal with me. I carried my deck with me now, so that if I need to do a reading, I want to record them and post them, I do. And I'll go down to the Seattle waterfront and do readings at the park and have the candles lit, go visit the Earthbound store, see what new candles they've got in, new books, stuff like that. Just those very simple and tiny things are the most emotionally fulfilling things. Doing the salt baths, and I'll find good music on on YouTube, some kind of isochronic music fitting for the whatever it is I want to hear. If it's a guided meditation, or if I want to listen to something that's to, you know, boost your self-esteem, or to open your chakras or whatever, build your intuition up, or to work on your healing, I'll listen to something like that and light my candles up in the bathtub. And just those tiny things. Reading a really good book that gets you to think, a space, something spiritual, but spiritually driven, spiritual based, something life purpose driven. Just getting back and trying to ignite your passion for life again. Yeah, they really clear your energy and they really work. So you go to Walgreens, pick up a bag of Epsom salts. Get the charcoal kind with the grapefruit. It's really nice. And you get basic things in your kitchen. Get a little bit of apple cider vinegar, um, even basil leaf. Squeeze lemon into the water. Get little things like this. You can little oils. You don't have to get the night oils. You can get them online, but stores like Earthbound will have packs of 2 or 3. Ross has been having them, and they'll have the Himalayan salts, and they kind of break up in the water, and they're really nice. Buy yourself a small deck of Oracle, and maybe once a night do a simple reading for yourself. It helps you get into a meditative place. It's an excuse to play some nice music in the background, maybe some ambient side chill or something, and a journal. I've been doing the readings. I used to read 20 years ago, and then I stopped when I was about 2 years older than you. And then about a year and a half ago, when I got my spiritual business coach to start my spiritual coaching school, and I was watching all my astrological updates, it kept coming to me to read the tarot, but I ignored it. I didn't want to do that. I was scared to go back. And then they kept pressing and pressing and pressing. And it was funny because different readers would be reading. I swear to God, they're reading directly at me. And finally, I caved and then just started going back into it, and then got 3 courses, updated myself on all of it, started reading for myself, watched the daily videos, reacquainted myself with the symbolism, and I'm still doing it, which I'm pretty good at anyway, because for the last 20 years, I did nothing but study on the matrix things. Knowing everything about... I was a truther before people were calling themselves truthers online. And knowing about the secret societies and the Saturn worshipers and all of that. So I'm really good at reading symbolism. So I started reading consistently again about 6 months ago as a professional. Absolutely, you can be great at tarot. Absolutely. I would start out with your basic Rider-Waite, right? So that's the one everybody's familiar with. And there's different styles. Either that, or you can start out with a basic oracle deck, which is get you familiar with just getting into the ritual of it. But there's cards like these, right? This is the Psychic Tarot Oracle, and this might be a really good deck to start with, because one, it's full of symbolism. You and just like an oracle, it'll have a phrase, or it'll tell you kind of what the card means. Like right here, love begins. Has a bit of a story there. This is the Ace of Cups, right? And everybody knows the Ace of Cups is new beginnings in love, new beginnings in all things emotional, emotional abundance, right? Ones are always the beginning. Green, abundance, right? A card deck like this is how they look on the back. Would be a perfect deck for you to begin, because it's like a tarot and oracle fusion. Oh, when you smudging, yeah, and there's different types of sage as well. And no, that's not the only way to clear energy. So people use crystals, just being outside, but at a tree and being near the energy of the tree clears your energy and grounds you. Um, Detoxing, drinking lots of water, 8 glasses of water, preferably. And if you don't like the water plain, try it with mint and basil leaf and a little bit of honey and lemon, and shake that up really good in a pitcher, plastic pitcher, and drink that throughout the day. But just detoxing your body, keeping it nice and fresh, eating water-based foods, lots of strawberries and watermelon and things like that, vegetables, green peppers, onions, have those kind of things in your diet. Staying light on the meats, on the red meat. Eat lots of fish, lots of salmon. You can make a delicious balsamic salmon. Eat lots of salad, walnuts, cranberries, raisins, all those things. Very good. Yes. Water, it's just like how you see how the moon is connected to the oceans. We're 90% water. Um, Water conducts a lot. Our intuition will get stronger as we clean out our bodies and flood our system from any toxins with lots of water, and it clears our energy. In fact, if you're empathic, just being near water is extremely energy shifting. Taking showers, taking regular showers, and then it's like almost like washing away um, anything you might have picked up energetically. Water retains it. It collects thoughts and intentions. That's why it's so important to watch what you think. I mean, water will literally change. Its very DNA, its structure will change based off of the intentional thoughts that are sent directly at it. Yeah, because in the shower, that's when it's like the best meditative times, and you always feel fresher, right? Not just clean, but literally like lighter. And it literally opens you up. It opens up your intuition, all of it. Yeah. Look up Dr. Masaru Emoto, and he wrote messages, hidden messages in water. It'll blow you away. Hey, Lenny, oh my God, I was just getting off right now. Yeah. Oh my God, I'm so tired and I'm hungry. I was just having a nice conversation, and I just wanted to make sure this gal here was going to be all good until I saw her next time. But yeah, I'm doing pretty good. I had a beautiful day today. It was a nice, simple, relaxing day. Yeah, that's why. It clears energy and it softens. It's very good for your skin. Very good. And it's good for your muscles. It relaxes your muscles. All that tense, pent up energy that you get, those knots, it relaxes those knots. If you have tension headaches or anything. And so right now, during the full moon, is the best time for a salt bath. Best time. So this is a perfect time to take advantage of it. Yeah, like you're fresh and brand new. Right. That's right. The sauna is a good place too. We have a sauna here at my complex that I'm going to start using again. It gets out all those toxins, all those impurities. Because just like you can collect things physically, at an energetic level, you can pick up things. There's like dust mites. You know, we can't see them with our eye, but we know they exist. Well, there's like energetic versions of those kinds of things. And they're very microscopic. Super, 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 super microscopic. Yeah, you too, my Eleni. I love you to death. Thanks for coming in and saying hi. I love you guys. Yes, the moon is it's a full moon on the 17th. Good night, my friend Eleni. Yep, full moon, Monday. So tonight, tomorrow, and the next day are perfect times to do your salt bath rituals. A mirror broke and it went pieces went all over my bathtub. So my guy he cleaned out the glass and he took a nice bath. He even takes the salt baths. Well, when the moon is full, You ever heard about, the you see that, like, that typical howling wolf during the full moon, and you ever heard how women go into labor more? People, hot crime grows up during the full moon. Arguments go up during the full moon. Passions are on high during the full moon. Energy is really high at the full moon. It's connected to us magnetically, and it has an effect on us like it does on the oceans, on the ocean tides. And remember, we're 70 to 90% water. The moon has always been ruled by the intuition, emotion, the unconscious, the feminine, right? It goes by a 28-day cycle. The ancients followed a lunar calendar. That's how important it is. It's the Roman Catholic Church that had us. The women's fertility is followed by the moon phases as well. We grow things at certain times of the year during certain moons at certain times. Yes, it does. Yeah, oh yeah. It sure does. And this Sagittarius full moon is going to be a very passionate one. It's in a fire sign. Yeah. Like my husband, he is a Sagittarius. He's Aries with a Sagittarius moon. So he's going to feel it even more than the rest of us. So I'm kind of scared. I'm like, you are too fiery. Okay. Don't let me experience your fire on that. Don't. Ugh. And I'm a Scorpio moon. Tonight, the moon is in Scorpio, which is a very psychic and intuitive moon in of itself. Them and Pisces are the most psychic moons, pretty much. Cancer moon, very psychic moon. Cancer new moon is coming up. And although it's new moon, it's a highly psychic time for all of us. Because they're water signs. Water is receptive to the moon's energy. It works like a conductor for electricity. It is cool. Yeah, you can get it done for free. Go to astroadvice.com. It'll do it for you for free. And it's really cool if you know exactly the time you were born. Like I was born at 4:12 p.m. on a Tuesday. You don't need to know the day, but like if it was a Tuesday or anything like that, but you do need to know the date, of course, and the time. Yeah. I feel super tired. And that's another thing when you read, when you're like and if you're empathic, and I think you are, you probably know. if you're around a lot of people and there's a lot of your energy is used up and focus, your energy, you get tired. It's like that when you do readings. If you do a lot of readings for people, you start, after about an hour, you start to feel your energy going down, 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 down. And then it gets all mixed up. It's not even clear anymore. And sometimes it's funny. I'll be in the middle of readings and they will literally tell me that the cards will keep telling me to get rest, to go to sleep. It said sleep is an act of, what did it say? The very act of sleep is a spiritual practice. It reminded me twice in 1 hour one day, and kept sending me the rest card. And so I've been on 3 hours and I know I need to get off and go to sleep. Did you subscribe? I'm going to try to get on at 7:30, maybe 8:30. Yeah, me too. Probably an INFP. Yeah. People drain you. All those energies mixed up. I hate being in crowded places because it happens quick. Crowded stores, nightclubs, bars, when it's too packed, I hate it. Yeah, come on tomorrow night when I go back on. Remember, this is what they say you need. And get out of that mental conflict. You're welcome. Get up your spiritual strength. I'm glad I got to meet you. Thank you for choosing me tonight and coming in and spending time with me. Getting to know me a little bit. I'm glad I was able to help you. If in any kind of little way, if I am able to help somebody, it makes me feel, I feel really good about it. This stuff helps to heal me. For me to do this helps me heal. So I need it as much as anybody out there that needs me to help them. Yeah. So don't worry your pretty head tonight. Just like I said, start doing, start treating yourself to things that you love. It's a choice. Start playing your favorite music, only doing the things you love, only doing the things you enjoy. If you got to work a job, it may as well be a job somewhere where you know you're going to have fun. You know you're going to love working. Yes, I'm going to be going live every night this whole summer. So as long as you're subscribed to it, you should get a notification. Unless you're subscribed to the list, the thing, and then I'll email everybody and say I'm going, what time I go on. Good night, honey. Mm. And always end your night with a prayer before you go to sleep. And that too. And you'll be in my prayers. Believe me, you guys, I think about you guys. So know that you have somebody extra out there thinking about you and praying for you too. Oh my gosh, Anna, we're just ended. I'm right now leaving. I'm leaving right now because I've been on almost 4 hours. And oh my goodness. I'll be back on tomorrow evening. Oh, I know. I was just closing it right now. Subscribe. Go ahead and subscribe, and I'm going to be back on, and I will make sure you're one of the first people to get your question. I'll be on tomorrow night. Yeah. Yeah, hit that the notification bell. I forgot about that. When you subscribe. I'm so sorry. But I'll get you tomorrow. I'll be back on at 7:30. Or at least my time. I don't know where you're at, but yeah, of course you could be. That would help. Yeah, definitely help be a moderator. Oh my God, thank you. Thank you. Yeah, absolutely. I love that. That would really help. How to put it? Oh, how to put it on? Yeah, it's a matter of, I'll have to go into the settings. Yeah. We'll get that all set up tomorrow then. Right on. Cool. Is that my cat? Oh, good night, sweetheart. Thank you for the offer. I'll see you tomorrow. Mwah. Good night, everybody.